Cool, so now that we have our data, let us populate it with a few images. So for this one, let's stick to our example of our spa with my little R. And for the images, we won't have a storage path for now, we'll just mock that. But we will have a placeholder for the input. So, for the first one, it's going to be 3. And then let's actually just make this easier for ourselves. Spa, not soy, although I love soy. Our spa with my little Cool, so that's going to be our phrase. It's going to be in a different order, so we could maybe start with spa, pop with second last, R can come maybe over there. Spa R, ma R, little width. Yeah, cool, it's challenging enough. Okay, so as for a hint, let's go with, a game you play on road. And the success storage path, we'll just mock for now, so whatever. Doesn't matter too much. Cool, so we've got a date, that's just setting it to today's date without the hours, minutes, and seconds. We've got a few images, hint, storage path, and great stuff. We got some data. All right, so I think the first thing we need to do is basically, we'll need to take our data and sort of map over it and generate, display an image, render an image with input. And yeah, so let's have a look quickly. Okay, puzzle. Oh, let me just improve this a bit. Heading text, today's puzzle. Maybe we can put the date in there. Let's see if it works. Puzzle data date. What happens there? Cool, that worked. Today's puzzle, stylistically, I'm not sure if I like that too much. Let's do this rather. I don't want to faff around too much either. Don't forget our little container, which, just want to see if it makes sense to maybe, we have this container on the home page. Wonder if it makes sense to use a component for that. Let's leave it for now, because it's still early days, things might change a bit much, but I will copy that across. And just remove that for now. What is happening? Why can't I think right now? It shouldn't be, should be full width. Should be full width, but max auto. So that's what I'm missing here, I think. That won't change anything. I think the image is stretching the container to full width. And over here, I want the same thing. So, max width large. So just like constrain the width. Max auto would put equal margin on both sides to center it. But because we don't have a width, I suspect that's why it's just, oops. Yes, perfect. And we can remove that gap. Maybe just pop a little bit of gap in here. It's called gap. Wow. 2, and I know I could use some margin instead. But I quite like this gap property. It's like declarative programming with class names. Although margin might be more straightforward, I don't know. I'm not sure. What if we add stuff? Who knows? It's probably a better way. But let's move on. Cool. Is this gap on top here, which I may just use for the hint later. So we could pop the hint icon, maybe like a question mark circle. Whoops, we can pop that in there, but bigger. And now I see that my logo choice is probably not very good. I might just change that. But let's push this to the end of the container. I feel like makes more sense there with full. And we'll need padding for some reason. Why does this not give us padding? Oh, it doesn't give us padding on mobile. Interesting. I feel like it should though. Oh, okay, we just wanted padding, right. Cool, so I'm just fixing things now. Header bar, LG. No, we really want is PR right? Yes, cool. Awesome. Okay, just fixed an issue there. Just excuse this logo for now. I'm gonna change that later. But this is gonna be a button. It's gonna be a button, and it's gonna be a ghost button. And that'll just give us, cool, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can work on the spacing. But that should do, apparently Daisy UI also has a tooltip component, so I'm gonna check that out. Where's the search, guys? Oh, there we go. Tooltip. Let's have a look. So if you hover over this, it should show you a tooltip. How do you use it? That is such a nice API around the button. That's cool. So we'll do that. And the data tip will be show hint. And can we put on the bottom? Yes, tooltip bottom. Okay, let's do that too. Show hint. Awesome. That's so nice. Thank you, Daisy. You are. I like you already. Cool. So we'll do that, and we'll have like a bit of a on show hint over here, because I did say we were going to tackle the images, but anyway, this is where my mind wants to go, so just roll with it. On show hint, okay, we can do that. Alert puzzle dot hint, and later we can show this in a dialogue. Yes, I think I actually just want to go ahead and show it in the dialogue because I really don't like that alert. Cool, so let's park it for later. Show dialogue and get onto the nitty gritty first. Cool, that's alright. We may also want to show some attempts. So I'm wondering where we could show that. Maybe at the top in the header bar, maybe at the bottom towards the button. That will probably pop. Submit. Because that may, yeah, not sure. Let's just pop it above the button for now. Attempt 3, and that we need to get from some user data, no doubt, because we'll save the attempts. Once they verify their puzzle, we will save the attempts to maybe like a user doc via our function, which we'll then like grab and show here. Or we could keep track of it in state. Let's do that. No, let's not do that, because then they could jimmy the system. They could just make 2 attempts, reload the page, and the attempts would reset. So cool, let's do it in the user data. We'll have attempts. For that, we'll need a new type for the user data. Just thinking, let's go create that quickly. Hope I'm not jumping around too much. So we'll have another domain here, users, and this will be user. Okay, so what data do we think the user might be? So we're going to have some anonymous authentication. So we won't have things like name and email, profile data. It'll just be more like a date joined. Date joined. I think that's everything, to be honest. I don't know what else we need. But I'm imagining the users living in a sub collection in Firestore, and then having a user doc for each user. And within that, we could then have like puzzle results, contain the attempts and all that stuff. So I'm just thinking about this. Is it the best way? Could work. Because when you fetch today's puzzle, we could also go and fetch any results of theirs, which would contain their attempts. And if there's no result, we could initialize the attempts to 3. Is it going to work? Let's find out. Cool, so we got some users. Let's go and create the results as well. Results type, results date. Yeah, that's cool. Date, maybe date created, date updated, date modified. Let's just go date modified. I don't know if it's too important. For now, puzzle ID and attempts. That's all we need for now. We'll probably add some stuff later, but that'll do. Cool. So let's get back to our app.